session. Now we've come to the final session for today, and which is on customer validation, importance, and process. We have two speakers for this session, Mr. Hari Ganapathy and Mr. Raja Varatharaju. A brief introduction for Mr. Raja Varatharaju is Mr. Raja Varatharaju is founder CEO of Sayona Cosmetics, an angel-funded startup which rose to top 3 in professional skincare cosmetics within 3 years of launch, competing with many MNCs in the field. In 2014, Raja was awarded Associate Entrepreneur of the Year by TiE and CIA Startuppreneur of the Year. Earlier, as an entrepreneur, he scaled an advertising business multiple times and was doing management consulting on organizational restructuring for mid-size companies.
When you go as a promoter, let me tell you, any entrepreneur who is worth its salt will always receive an entrepreneur in a very nice fashion. We ran a very small business. Till date, whenever I knocked a company, every MD of the company always given me tea, coffee, always made me sit in the boardroom, always given me the time. He always entered the room on time. He gave me great respect. But that is not going to be the case when your field goes to the market. What do we assume? We assume, yes, I went and presented the product because I have one-on-one where I said this, blah, 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 blah. The guy opposite saying, oh, you could do this. Wow, great. Fine. I assume I created a great product. Next I go, whenever I go to the first 5 or 6, customers, they all received me well because they know, oh, this guy is a business owner, small, big, or whatever it is. A senior manager or owner of the company, gives you a warm welcome. You conclude your product is great and you're going to sell tons. Two of the biggest mistakes most of the companies make, even today. When we take the product to the market, what is that hookup line? When you go as a promoter, there is no hookup line required at all. When you go as a promoter, there is no hookup line required at all because you have created the product. The clarity on your mind is amazing. What whatever the person asks, you can answer. Whatever the person asks in terms of pricing, you can answer. But when your team goes, it is not the case. This is what you will face when a sales team goes. You shall not pass. Nobody gets access. Right? Even today, somebody was talking to me about B2B business, which is very, very important in B2B business. Right? Who's the decision maker? Who's the gatekeeper? You know, what should I tell the gatekeeper? The gatekeeper likely to be a low IQ person. Most of the time, you sell a solution which a gatekeeper can't understand, but it is very, very important to the business owner. So how do you impress the gatekeeper? You cannot change him. So customer validation as a process, in my experience, what I've seen is that as long as we could translate these two, fantastic product presentation. How do I present? Irrespective of whether I present or my co-founder presents or my sales team presents, if I could crack it, yes, I got a winning presentation. Number two is access. How do I get the access? Sir, madam is not here. Madam, sir is not here. This is sir's card. This is madam's card. They won't even pick your line. What do you tell them? What do you tell them? The first thing they pick up the line, they say yes. Yeah, I'm calling from Airtel. Hey, please don't call me. That's it. It's a D&D number. Please don't call. You block him. Right? End of story. Your number is blocked forever. Unless otherwise your office has a PRI number which has 100 lines. Still your option is only 100. I have heard very interesting sales pitches. People say, this is a rainy season. This is what is going to happen. We are giving you free umbrellas. Something similar to that. Of course, to get a free umbrella, you need to see this demo. I don't know how many of you remember Mahindra Holidays promotions, right? Mahindra Holidays promotion. You know what they did? You will get a free holiday, but you have to come and sit for a presentation. They are so confident that if there are 50 people who come and sit on the presentation, I will convert 20. But for all the 50, they will give a free 2-day, 3-day presentation, which is anyway, eating into their spare capacity. Right? That guy picks up and says that, sir, you are shortlisted for a 2-day holiday in Kodaikanal. End of story. All you need to do is come and collect it. That's a sales pitch. Done. How many of us have something like that? That is important. Third thing about 2 slides over, only 1 slide left. Third slide is about feedback. How many people like the word feedback? It's so negative word today, right? Feedback is such a negative word. And my team comes along all the time and says, hope. Very nice. What you have presented is beautiful. The product is nice. This is exactly what we are looking at. Is he going to buy? I got this feedback. Is he going to buy? No. Need of the hour. What you have presented is what is exactly required in the market. So many ERP solutions. This is so simple. You are saying SaaS model, 1,000 rupees per day. I will definitely refer my friends. I know 100 people who need this. I'll give you, even if you want, I'll give them your numbers. Is he going to buy? No. But what is the impact of all this? The impact of all this is you are building hope. Correct? As an entrepreneur, you are building hope because you have sales guy. What is the objective of the sales guy? What is the objective of the salesperson? I am sorry, you're wrong. We are all entrepreneurs. What is the objective of the salesperson? No? Wrong? Can anyone throw as many answers as possible? Get commission. Nice. Closer. Next. Check. Sir? Collection. Oh, revenue generation. Okay, revenue generation. Anything else? You lose heavy money. Anything else? Who said that? Yes. The objective of a salesperson in any company is survival, right? Salesperson is the most saddest person in the company. That's why we celebrate them more, because they lose their lives all the time, right? His main objective is survival. So if I have 5 guys, the first 5 guys is going to give me the first feedback. Sir, this is very nice. The customer is absolutely fine. It is this month. You just wait for next month. Business is going to build. At least 2 will confirm. They have confirmed 50,000 orders in the next 2 months. He's going to say yes. What are you going to say? Your heart is going to brim with confidence. Wow. Because the previous 2 steps you experienced, you went as a promoter, people received you and then said, wow. They inflated their ego. Basically, they don't want to disappoint you. They want to encourage you. Subsequently, when you went and met them, you know, in spite of not having a great sales call, they said yes, we will look at your presentation. Right? The next guy is going to say, the next 5 people is saying, sir, I got reference. See, customer likes it so much. I got 10 people reference. His responsibility is to build hope for the entrepreneur. His responsibility is to build hope for the company that something is coming. But we know what is coming, right? In Game of Thrones, winter is coming, no? It's not. This is even more dangerous feedback. We'll discuss internally and let you know, which means it's clear no. Which means clear no. Please don't waste time. You would rather save the time, say thank you, sir, so that he gives you appointment next time. Because that guy at least thinks so. If I say no, at least he goes, reworks, and come back. I'll give him next opportunity. Unless he How much and when can we see the demo? What's the mistake we do here when such a question comes? No. Think. A customer, you presented the product, first meeting, second meeting, the entrepreneur is happy. You go with great product, tailor-made for him, and he asks you, how much, when can we see the demo? Okay, fine. You are ready to see the demo right away. First question, how much? We'll give you the best price. Oh, that's fantastic. You got the right answer. I will tell you, install it for me, right? I will use it. I'll give you a good review. Use my name as if I'm Bill Gates, right? Use my name. I will refer to 10 people. You make money out of them. Yes? You're not going to get it. Here, most of the time in my experience, what happened is when somebody says how much, if I told them a price, contrary to popular belief, it worked. If I say it's 200 rupees per unit for user, market price is 300, it's 200 for you. I have given him something to work around. Of course, he will come back and say, I'll pay you 50. That's fine. That's fine. But when the iron is hot, if you don't strike it, all your hard work will go waste. Because the moment you go, what are the other factors that will act in? The other factors that will act in is there is a competition product which is coming in. There is always that brand manager. There is always that personal assistant to MD. Sir, if this is what it is, I have also seen many companies doing this, sir. I will call them also for a quote. Happens. I will call them also for a quote. But what is important for the MD? The time is important, right? The managing director of the company, the one who runs the company, timing is important. He wants to move fast. He knows there is one company which is giving me this world, if your product is good, there would be a counter offer. Most of the times where we fail is that we don't have an answer for the last question. Because we don't believe that it will convert into sales. 99% of the people do not believe that my first sales pitch is going to convert into a sale. So it's important that we go with this preparation. I end with that fail is that we don't have an answer for the last question. Because we don't believe that it will convert into sales. 99% of the people do not believe that my first sales pitch is going to convert into a sale. So it's important that we go with this preparation. I end with that. Thank you.
So I just thought I'll kind of use picture trade as an example itself to share some thoughts on customer validation. A quick brief. So we started picture trail about 4 years back, 3.5 years to be precise. The idea was when we first started picture trail, I'll come back to this later. So this was what we started with. So we said, hey, when was the last time something folks did something for the first time, right? And if you look at the vacation market, flights and hotels were being booked online, Make My Trip, Expedia, Booking.com, there are a bunch of companies trying to get users to move these kind of bookings online. And bunch of activities, right? So what you did once you landed in a city, be it a food tour, a walking tour, or let's say a trip to the Marina Beach, none of that was kind of online. And we ran this idea through. So we tried validating the idea, right, with friends and family. And everybody said yes, there was clearly a need, right? I really don't know what to do when I land up in Singapore or when I land up in Delhi, and I would love if I could book it, right? And then we launched the product. There were like close to about, I think the previous session he spoke about digital media, the advantage of digital media. We did the same thing. We kind of built great landing pages. We kind of built traffic. But then what happened was there was a lot of presence, but no real revenue, right? So people came, visited the website, and then just didn't book anything, right? And unless and until they booked anything, we wouldn't be making money, right? So it just was not working out. And that's when we So with price and hotels, there's a strong pricing relationship. With airlines, again, there's a strong pricing relationship. But with an activity, let's say if I'm the best, you know, food walker in Chennai and Raja is second best, very small differences, and hence people just wouldn't book it, right? So this goes back to my first slide. So when you start doing customer validation, right, the differentiation between need and a want is going to be very important. Right? So most of us have needs, and needs are always there, right? So, but then would you pay to make that need into a want, right? So a want is something that people are going to actually pay for. Without that, there is nothing that is going to work. So going back to my example, everybody said yes. All the customers we tried validating said yes. You know, something I really look forward to. I want to discover Delhi. I want to discover Singapore. I want to book something, right? But actually, there was not want. There was at least the product that we had built was not the want, right? And that is something very important when you start doing customer validation. Is it a really stated want, or do you assume? Or because as entrepreneurs, like Raja said, everybody is not going to try and deflate your, hopes. Everybody is going to say yes. But then can I differentiate between, is it actually a want or just your own support? That's the first thing I'd like to leave with. So what happens? We went back to the drawing board, and then we said, can we try and do something similar? We try and understood these 3-4 basic questions that we asked ourselves. Right? Is it a need? Okay, there is a need, right? But there is a need. Why would someone use it? What is the want for it? Why would someone use a service or a product? And if they use your service or a product, why would they use yours versus 3 other competitors? Right? So this is a basic step that we went back and did. Right? So basically, a need is there. If you do it in an entrepreneurship parlance, right? So is there a need? That's the market sizing. How big is your market? Right? Why would somebody use your service? That's the competition advantage, right? And then eventually, what is the idea that's going to create that competition advantage? This is what we did when we failed. We went back to our customers. We tried figuring out what was that was actually the want. We thought the want was, an activity portal that people come and book activities. Right? But then we realized that the real want was not that. So we did this. So the first one was a full-blown product where we invested a significant amount of money, time, resources. This was just a landing page. What we realized was the want was actually put together the entire hassle of planning a vacation. We just picked up one piece and we thought activities will scale, but eventually the real problem for which people were willing to pay was that, hey, can you put together a vacation for me? And not just an activity, right? And how did we kind of do an MVP for this? We actually started charging customers 3,000 rupees or 5,000 rupees before we even sent them an itinerary. We said, hey, you talk to us, you take all the feedback, but then if you want a personalized vacation and an itinerary for it, send me 5,000 rupees to my account. And people actually started sending it. They've not seen us, they don't know us, just a phone call, 30 minutes of our time, people wired money into our bank accounts. And that's when we realized, okay, there is actually a market there. People are willing to pay for this kind of a product or a service. Then what we did was, so the other way, the digital angle to it also was, we had about 1,000 sign-ups in a week, right? So we had 1,000 people signing up saying, I want access to this product. So there was a digital kind of a verification of the want as well. Then we went around, started building these actual vacations for customers. And now what we have done is, through the learnings of these 300 odd customers, we built a revised product. This product has taken us 3.5 years, but it's got us to a 4 million ARR with a 49-member bootstrap team. Right? Purely on customer validation. Going back to the slide, what is the need? Why would people use your service and not anybody else? So everybody who talks to us saying, like, what are the top names you can think of in this room when it comes to vacations? Some brands that you know. Thomas Cook, SOTC, Cox and Kings. There's Make My Trip, right? So the basic, so that's the second point, right? So why would somebody use Pick Your Trail and not Thomas Cook, Make My Trip, Cox and Kings, right? So that's when we realized, so again, it took us about 2 years, 3,000 odd customers. We now understand that, hey, customers don't have the time anymore, right? To walk into an SOTC showroom or a Cox and Kings outlet, right? Or to talk to a Make My Trip executive and then wait for 2 days to get their code, right? So what our product does is basically you key in a few parameters and then it gives you an itinerary on in less than like 2-3 minutes. And then on that itinerary, you can change your hotel, change your flights, do whatever little customizations you want completely online. This, we believe, is purely because about 3,000-4,000 odd customers, we've gone back, figured out, right? And even now, in this particular product, we have two kinds of validation. So now, given it's completely digital, this is an entire digital flow that we do. This could be a bit complex, but this is actually something that we review every week, right? This tracks the customer journey from the search bar that I showed you till he books a vacation. We continue to monitor every path, every part in the path the customer goes through, figures out where he is dropping off, why he is dropping off, what is that is the learning for us, why is he not going forward, or why is he not booking with us. This is the digital validation, right, of the customer journey. So what he spoke about sometime back from Rage Communications, given it's a digital product, you need to understand how you're moving across multiple aspects in the website, right? And then there's offline validation, right? So basically, it's a customer happiness team that we have put in place, which speaks to every customer who goes with us and comes back, understands how the itinerary was, is there feedback for the product, is my supply good enough, right? Is the airline better, some other airline, hotel. Now, all of this data needs to go back to the product. How do we build processes, right? So if you look at the topic, it's just not everybody realizes customer validation is important, but the real challenge is how do you build processes to measure customer validation and flow it back into the product, right? And that's what we do through the offline team. And the below statistics is a quick example. It took us about 746 days to get our 100 5-star reviews on Facebook. From there on to our 500 5-star review, it took us only 94 days. Right? This is purely by building processes, building a team behind it, getting folks to come talk to us, incentivizing customers to come and talk to us. How do you build the entire flow? And that process is actually helping us build a brand on social media. To summarize, I think very critical when you start off early on, what is the difference between need and want? And I think most of us fall prey to the need and not really the want. And start with early adopters. Don't, like, Peter Thiel says, do things that don't scale. So start with smaller things, smaller customers, people who are willing to kind of even forego some of the mistakes. Like ERP products, something might not work. Work with customers who are forgiving initially, at least, right? Till you understand the entire game. And once you've got that, then start putting in processes and measure everything that you can do so you can feed it back into the product so that the validation is continuous. Thanks a lot. Open to questions. If you look at a blended cost of customer acquisition, it's hardly about 0.5 to 1%. So we do run search ads, we do run social media ads, but given 60% of our business is so, you convert with us today on an ad, but then you go back and refer 3 people, which didn't cost me anything, but then I paid to acquire you as a customer. So a blended cost of customer acquisition is about 0.5 to 1%. So depending on channel, it varies. So for example, if you're going after a Google search ad, which is a very targeted need, then there the conversion percent is about 8 to 10%. But then you work with affiliate partners who just doing lead gen kind of models, that it's even as low as 1 to 2%. But I think on average, anywhere between 8, 8.5% is where we are.
I like the word the customer happiness team. So, what were the learnings which this team has brought in so that you refined your product? What were the major customer expectations which you were not met, and how you made it? How did you use this feedbacks?
So most of our customer happiness feedbacks are predominantly around the service, if you look at it, right? So while we try and get product feedback also, but then mostly people like to talk about their experience of the vacation. Right? My cab didn't come on time, my hotel was small, or this guide was really awesome. What we then try and do is take that feedback and plug it back into the product. So for example, we have processes in place where if you've gone to, let's say, the Habilis, right, and you come back and said, really awesome motel, and then we know your customer profile. You could be married with one single child, right? Then the next guy who comes with married one single child on the product, we would recommend saying, hey, people like you like this hotel, do you want to take this hotel? So a lot of the information and intelligence is we are using it to flow back into the product to make customer decisions easier. So, so we have an internal CRM that we have built, which records all of this data. So, given that the entire vacation is very deterministic, so we know 10 things they're doing and what are they, right? So, and most feedback is against those 10 things, right? So then it's a very one-to-one mapping, and then at a very larger level in a year or kind of stuff, then you have big data which we kind of then try and find patterns. But most of the tools that we use to build intelligence are on the itinerary building stage. So double income, no kids kind of couple coming from Delhi with a 3 lakh budget. What are the 5 kind of places they want to go to? Right. So, and how can we? So what happens is, because vacations, the itinerary that we share, we've seen that if it is 85% match, the conversion percentages go up by 70% minimum, right? So the first itinerary has to be relevant. That's where most dissonance is. I think any product, how do you make the first pitch the most relevant one? In our case, it's the itinerary. So do you see things that you like on the itinerary, and hence will you trust us to make a good vacation for you? So a lot of intelligence is used there to build the best itinerary.
Any more questions?
I have a question for Raja, actually. Given that you have a very offline product, and a lot of these sales you yourself might not have control on, in terms of your team going and pitching, and you wouldn't know always. How do you measure that the feedback that's coming in, is it working or not? Because it's always been a challenge to figure out how do we. So sales guys might come and say like the 4 things you said, right? You never know. It's so human dependent, right? So how do you have any processes to kind of validate the feedback and then kind of do things around it?
Okay, we have come a long way in that kind of setup. My background goes to FMCG, where I've always worked in a company where there is an established product. So what happens in an established product when I'm selling a soap or this thing which is already there, systems are set, the budget is already there. In Tamil Nadu, there are 10, 12 guys. One guy goes, you can hire one more guy. But when we start a company of our own, for the first 1.5 to 2 years, we didn't have a mechanism of um, how do I say, saying effectivity of a sales call. We didn't have. On a hindsight, if you have the knowledge today, would you be able to build it? Yeah, maybe instead of building it in 2 years, you would have built it in 1.5 years. But that period of uncertainty had always been there because you are unsure about your product. You know, you always say, oh, the sales guy may be right, the product may not be that good, you know, kind of thing. And then the sales guy is right, you know, in the sense that everything is fantastic, but somehow delivery is not proper. Like, for example, the training is not good. You know, the way the packaging is delivered to them is not good. You know, the way we followed up on payment is not the right one. So there are many number of things. So in my experience, yes, you can shorten the time, but you cannot eliminate it completely. Today, the way we look at it is we have a thumb rule. You know, the first, you know, like we borrow it from a finance principle. If the asset is not delivering in 90 days, it is highly unlikely the asset is going to deliver forever. So in the last 1 year, we have benchmarks saying that, okay, in a core market where promoters are sitting, you know, if I am hiring some person for a particular geography, which is a new geography, he has to bring me a sale of, say, 3 lakh in 3 months. We have the benchmark set very clear. Non-promoter market, you know, where promoters are not sitting in that market, are not visiting that market frequently, that 3 lakh has to come from 6 months. And other thumb rule saying that salary to the business which he brings should be 15 times. You know, we have those 3 or 4, and when you have these kind of metrics, you know, you very clearly know whether somebody is following the journey at all or not. You know, you will typically see there will be lot of sales conversions, but value will not be there. Somebody is bringing in 5 customer, 10 customer, 20 customer, but still the value of the sale is only 50,000, 60,000, 70,000, which is fine with us. But sale value is only 50,000, but the number of customers who's coming is 1 or 2, then which means that he is floating on his luck. It is just a matter of time before he gets accessed. So we go on this kind of metrics unless otherwise there is an external factor which tells us that we could be wrong.
Like all